Police in West Virginia have identified the 4 teenagers who were killed outside a Huntington home early Sunday after returning from a post-prom party. Tim Ear with NBC station WSAZ in Huntington, West Virginia, joins us now live with the very latest. Tim, it's an astounding story for those of us who do not live in that area. Tell us what happened.
Randy, it's an astounding story for people who live here, too. This is what people awakened to early Sunday morning. In fact, I can tell you personally, I went to church Sunday morning. Somebody at church said, "Did you hear what happened? There are 3 bodies laying in a front yard not far from here." And so I went right to the station, grabbed a camera, went down, and it was just a horrible scene. One of the people who had been shot had been taken to the hospital. He was still breathing, police and EMS said when they arrived, but it didn't take long. They said that he died actually on the way to the hospital or at the emergency room. But the community itself is just really shaken by this. These are young people. The police captain, when he identified them, said we have 2 adults and 2 juveniles, but the bottom line was they were very, very young. The one kid was celebrating his birthday that day, and in fact, his mother this morning said she just kept waiting for him to come home. She thought for sure that he would be coming home. Even though she knew she had identified the body, she just couldn't get past the fact that her 18-year-old son died on the day that he was born.
Tim, what do we know about how this occurred? What prompted this shooting?
Yeah, the details of it are all really still trying to be worked out by police because, of course, at this point they don't have any suspects, and they're trying to piece together information from people who live in the community because, of course, all the victims in this case have died, and they weren't even able to talk to the one victim who was on the way to the hospital about possible identification. Now, some people in the neighborhood said they heard shots. They said, in fact, a little girl, only 12 years old, who lived next door, said out of her bedroom window, it was 4:30 in the morning, Sunday morning, out of her bedroom window she heard screaming and she heard a girl's voice say, "Please don't shoot me, don't shoot me." And then she heard more gunshots and she looked out her window and saw bodies. But at that point then, some of the neighbors said they heard tires squealing away. So whether it was a drive-by incident, whether they were ambushed after a party, 2 of these kids, by the way, went to the prom together. They were at the Huntington High School prom. And then they went to this house. It was an apartment, a house that was split into 3 different apartments. And for what reason, why they were there at 4:30 in the morning, a lot of people in the community are now pointing their finger at drugs, a possible drug connection. Police have not confirmed that. A lot of the people say that there's a Detroit drug connection because there have been arrests lately of some different people from Detroit who have come down and tried to more or less set up shop, trying to sell crack cocaine in Huntington and trying to make it a market where they can make money, supply kids down here, high school kids, with guns, with drugs, and with the product itself, and see if they can make Huntington become part of their community and really corner the drug community in Huntington from this Detroit connection.
All right, well, Tim Ear with NBC affiliate WSAZ in Huntington, and Tim will join us again in our next hour. Thank you, Tim.